Alright, so this is the explanation of how this program works. It's a Readme generator that I've made as part of the bootcamp in development. So we'll start by just running the program. So it's all run in the terminal. So first off, it gives you a bunch of options for what you want to do. So the way this works is you've got settings that control how merge tags are given to you as options as to what you actually can do with them, i.e. whether it's free-form text or a list. And there's a template. There's either you can create your own, or you can run it through a template wizard and it will prompt you to make one. So that's how you get all the sections and merge tags built out. Then when you actually run the generator, it will take those two as inputs and give you a graphical interface to edit it. So what I'll do first off is I will make the settings. So we'll just run the settings wizard. So settings wizard, essentially what you're doing is you're just saying I want these tags to be configured to have a set list. That's the only option in there at the moment, but it is all extendable if I did want to add more. So what I will do is I will just start by adding some in. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to make a license one. So I want to figure a new tag. So the tag name will be license. Do I want to add a new option? Yes. And I'm just going to add a bunch of options. So it'll just keep prompting me to just add new stuff in, or say no when I want to finish adding things in. So I've just got a list of ones I wanted to add. And the last one was unlicensed. Okay, so I'm done. I don't want to add any more. So I just N. Do I want to configure a new tag? No. Okay, so that's saved the settings file. So if I open this up here, it's now got a settings.json. So it's basically just put all of that in there, and that will load into my settings object, which will allow me to build out the GUI later on. So what else do I need? I need a template. So I'll just run the template wizard. So it will ask you first off, do you want to put a separator for each block? I will say yes, I do. So you can either put Y or yes, and it will check that. If you try and put anything other than Y, yes, and or no, it will throw you an error. Like if I just answer a different language, it will throw me a little error at the bottom saying it needs to be. So I'm just going to add a bunch of new sections. By default, it will add the first section, being the name of the project. So it will always be there in every template. Think of it as like your header one at the start of it. So for each section, I need to give it a name. So what I will do is I'll put the next section as a description. Header level, so that's where you can choose whether it's like H1, H2, H3 equivalents, basically the size of it. I'm just going to make this an H2. Section type, so a header is literally just the header. So like the first section is a header section because it's only got a header with the merge tag being in the section name, right in with next to the header. There's merge tag where it will have the name of the section and then it will have a merge tag underneath it. There's custom text where it will have the name of the section and then custom text beneath that. So you can freeform text with merge tags in there, for example. And then there's code if you want to put in, for example, how to use a library. You might want to style that, and there's all kinds of different options for that. So what I'll do is I will just make this a merge tag. So this will be the description. Oh, sorry, already done the description. So need to add a new one. So the next one will be installation instructions. And what it's doing behind the scenes is it's changing, well, it will, when it passes it, it will change all of these into snake case for the merge tags. So I'm just going to make this an H2 again. This one again will just be a merge tag. And then I've got, yes, I want to add usage instructions. And that will be header level 2. That will again just be a merge tag. And then I want license. Again, I tried to add it before I said yes. License to, that will be a merge tag again. So that license there, it will use the merge tag that I will use that merge tag config that I made in the settings, so it will display as a list when I get to actually making the README. So I'll continue on. Let's just add author. So author, and that will then just be that. That can just be a simple merge tag again. I'm not going to add any other sections in this. It could. Let's just add a code section just as an example. So add new section. Let's just add this as example code. So example code. Let's just make this an H2 again. And we'll change that to code. So now I've got a big list of what type of code I want it to be. Let's just make this Python. And then finally, I will just add a contact information section. And I will again just make that header 2. And I will make that a merge tag here. A new section note. Path to save. So I need to actually tell it what I want the template to be called. I'm just going to call it template.md. So it now tells me it has saved it, and I can actually see this in my files here. I've now got template. So that has generated a template. It's put the separators between each section here. It's put this, because it's a header section, it's just got the merge tag as the name of the section. It doesn't have any body to the section. And then I've got all of these other things I've got. So you can see they will have merge tags. But that's where you can use freeform text if you want to use that option rather than merge tag section. And then you can see, for example, with the example code, it's wrapping the merge tag in a Python code block. So the last thing to do, now I've got all of that loaded, is I can start README generator. If you've already got a different template you want to use, you can just select where you want to open it from, but I will just do this because it will take my last inputs and it will work out where it is. So now you can see all of my merge tags are here. License is a drop-down menu with the exact options I put in the settings file when I was running that settings wizard. And I've got all of these options here. So what you'll also see is if I just go through all of these, it's red if it hasn't been changed, it's blue if I'm currently focused on it, and it is green if I've changed the text. So let's just change this. So let's just go through README generator, README generator using rich and Ira. Spell installation instructions. That will be. I'm just going to say. I will actually need to flesh this out later. I just haven't prepared in advance what it does need to be, but I will just put that. Actually, that's more of a usage instruction. So I will put here that you need to run the requirements. So I'll just put that. I will actually need to go back and flesh that out with everything. I just didn't actually prepare exactly what I want my README to say. License, I just put it's MIT, author, name. You can see on the right they're all changing to green as I filled them in. You can fill them in any order. Example code, what I'll do is let's just say here, I just want to put let's just put some random function. And contact information, I will just put email. Please don't. So I'm not putting my public email, my email on GitHub. So then what I can do is I can save it. So there's a bunch of options here at the bottom. It's now told me it's saved it to generated readme.md, and I can choose to either quit or return to main menu. So I Control Q takes me there. I can rerun the generator. See, it's now deleted all my saved merge tags because I've gone out of the generator, and I can Control X to quit. The last thing we do is we'll have a look at what that has generated. So that will be in the generated README. You see it's nicely put everything in here with all of my merge tags. So then what I can do is I can, I've got something installed to preview. So I've got my preview window, and that's roughly how it looks. It's got these nice separators. It's got different heading types. As you can see, those are all heading level 2. It's got all the separators there. It's got the code block as an example for Python code where it's nicely displaying it. And it's got my contact information there as I wanted. So that's everything about it. Thanks for watching.